Good evening, everybody. So we're back talking about asmongold. So it's been a while. Not really, no. I actually had a video set, funny enough, about asmongold, a whole different video, and I'm not sure which one I'm gonna release first. This one, the one I originally made early on the day, or I'm gonna release this one. Um, so I'm not really sure offhand what I'm gonna do. I may just release this one first and release the other one later on because, why not? More content, more things I can kind of like profit off. But so apparently, Asmongold is, it's a set, or as I said on here, it said, I'm not involved with OTK at all. I haven't been for a while. Asmongold announced he's officially left OTK. And if you're not aware, OTK actually kicked him out, and I think also the other company he was part of also kicked him out. And down here, right here, he confirmed that political content was the reason behind the leave. Well, if you're not aware exactly what political content he's referring to or what, um, it has to do with the whole Israeli and Palestinian conflict that's going on right now. I'm not here to talk about that particularly, and if I do, it's mostly because I'm reading the article about Asmongold about that whole situation. But apparently, he's not the only one that I'm aware of that has left. Our other girl, Emiru or Emu or whatever you want to pronounce her name, has also quote unquote removed her affiliation with OTK. Now, before anybody asks, what the hell is OTK? OTK is sort of the equivalent of what Machinima was back in the day, where it was this sort of not exactly like Machinima, but more or less a sort of collaboration of different people and different content. In this case, it was different streamers coming together to make a networking group. Basically, they'll have their butt cover and so on. And obviously with obviously one of the biggest heavy hitter of OTK was Asmongold. For obvious reason, Asmongold is heavily liked for a number of reasons, and he is heavily watched for a number of reasons. Um, and so is Amru, and I think Amru is also sort of like the earliest e-girl panic. I think she's been streaming since she was 17, 18, so she's probably, and I think she's only 2 years, 3 years younger than me. So she's been streaming quite a bit of time. She's kind of, in my honest opinion, kind of like the prototypic e-girl on the internet. Um, and I guess she's a case if you want any like, you know, like verification. This is basically, and if you want, you can look on her actual personal X account, and it shows that she did leave. She is completely gone from that whole community, that whole group of people. Now, I don't blame her. Probably she saw the writing on the wall, and without Asmongold, why stick around with a group that isn't gonna last long? And probably what's gonna happen is Asmongold, maybe a bunch of other streamers, it's gonna create a whole different group, and it's gonna repeat itself again, right? Obviously, because Asmongold was the what was holding it in together, the glue, right? The mud and spit that was holding everything together. And honestly, I don't blame for people wanting to leave. But let's get on to the article. So here we are. Asmongold revealed that he has officially left OTK amid change to the org as in the organization. Twitch streamer Asmongold has officially left OTK after advocating his leadership role as a streamer organizer in late 2024. Around the time with the whole like height of the whole Palestinian Israeli conflict, he had a remark that I don't want to refer to because I don't want YouTube to really hammer me down on that one. Uh, and I really don't want to read what's said about that. Asmongold addressed a curious fan asking if he was still part of OTK, a streamer group that was first started in 2020, so right around that period of the pandemic. After spending nearly 4 years with the company, Asman revealed that he had officially exited the group. I mean, kind of didn't matter. I mean, he was already out of the group. He got kicked out of OTK, didn't he? The fan asked. Yeah, Asman answered, I'm not involved with OTK. Pretty much I haven't been for a while. I'm chilling. If there's something going on with them or anything that's up to them, it's not my thing. And I don't blame him. He's probably kind of slightly jaded for them kicking him. probably because he felt that they would have his back or at least come to his rescue. Obviously, that didn't end up happening, and I think he understood. I mean, when you make a remark that is not insane, but when you make a remark that outlandish, it's a little bit people are gonna respond the way they are, and obviously, as been confirmed, political content was behind his OTK exit. I mean, mostly because they kick you out. But yeah, the streamer went on to describe himself as a very relaxed guy during his absence from the business and confirmed the reason why he left, saying his political content was a major factor. Doing controversial political content is really hard to synthesize with content that's not like that because how extreme it is and how polarizing it is. Said that wrong. He explained it's harder to find sponsors, it's harder to do things for the reason. It's sort of the same reason why Mutahar kind of stopped doing drama and a bunch of YouTubers stopped doing certain things like that because they saw that how much it affected them, but also at the same time, it did bring in a lot of viewership and a lot of people. But also, like, when you're talking about politics, especially in America, particularly around this time of currently this age of American history, it is heavily polarizing, right? Ideologies and their consequences have been a disaster for the human race. Enough of me quoting. Um, but in reality, I don't think it matters. Like, dude, like, I was a big roll pair of balls. Like, you can't avoid politics. There's no amount of trying to be that guy, nice guy, is gonna help you avoid politics. Every YouTube channel eventually will have to deal with politics, and regardless of what your position is, just be sincere and stick with it, right? Like even I, to some extent, have spoken a bit about politics. Not really my, I'm not saying it's not my forte, but it's not something that I focus too much on, right? If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. It's not something right now on my channel that I want to do.
You got
Let's
kicked out
watch
of
this
OTK,
video.
didn't you? Yeah, I'm not involved with OTK at all. Pretty much. Yeah. Nope. Done. I haven't been for a while, and so yeah, I'm chilling. So if there's something going on with them or anything else, that's up to them. It's not my thing. And I've been a very relaxed guy. Why? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. I can talk about it just for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But the main reason why is that, well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, like my content and doing like controversial political content is really hard to like kind of synthesize with content that's not like that because of just how extreme it is and how polarizing it is. So it's harder to find sponsors. It's harder to do things for that reason. And so that's one big reason. And so like I don't want to like kind of grief other people because I'm going down what I think to be the best direction for like my channel, my career, my actions, right? Like this is what I want to do as a person. And so when I want to do that and I want to go down that path, then I'm going to do that and go down that path because I think that's the right option. But I also don't want to put anybody else at risk in doing that, obviously. So that's why I separated myself and I didn't want to have anything.
Essentially, that he realized that doing political topic and the hot take he did ended up backfiring disastrously. Probably because it's not a question whether or not he knows about that whole thing. It's just the take he did was so extreme. Regardless of people want to say about it, it was an extreme take. Was freaking insane, and I don't. I mean, like I've criticized Asmongold for a number of things, and I'm not the biggest fan of him. But I did give him kind of two W's. A W, the other W I haven't really said or given out because I haven't released a video yet. But ultimately, it's the truth though. When you talk about politics on YouTube, it is very tricky because of various different opinions, even among the same group of people. You'd be surprised how much opinions shift, and the only reason why a group maybe was your group is because of just maybe they're not as extreme or because of slight differences. It's more common than you think, and I think for Asman, I think he realized that doing all the political stuff was not the best thing he could have done, and maybe getting away from it and doing his own, walking away from it was probably the best thing. Now, obviously, in this part of the article, he went on to confirm that him leaving OTK was a mutual decision between him and the other members, saying that even if it wasn't, I would have still agreed with it. I think he's just trying to say that he probably got kicked, but they talked it over, and then he probably realized that it's not worth it. But he also probably saw the writing on the wall. He's like, this group won't survive without me. So with the controversy, it's probably better to just walk away. And as been common following the two biggest shifts for OTK in recent days, with member emiru removing almost all OTK branding from her social media profile the same day. A week earlier, OTK Waka Willer teased some big upcoming changes to come, saying in the stream, if we can't make it in better play, if we can't make it happier, healthier, then I'll have to reevaluate where I started or where I stand. I'm not against people trying to make happier and healthier, but like when you're dealing with the world and the state of the world, which is the state of corruption, and humans are flawed creatures through and through. It is what it is. Has been going notably step back from the leadership position in OTK in 2024, probably around the time of the backlash. Now he has completely cut ties with the group and continue creating political central content. I think he realized that it was better because his own honest opinions, his opinions on things are probably so radically different from the rest of the members of OTK. It's insane, and not insane. That probably they think he's a bit insane. Also, yeah, I forgot the comment regarding the conflict in Palestine. I guess they also did want to. I guess we'll read it and make this video a little longer. And I just because I already talked about it as go, I may as well bring this up. Popular streamer and cosplayer emiru has seemingly distanced herself from OTK, removing nearly all mention of the group. Probably she did it because if I was to guess why she must have done all of it was probably because he saw what happened to Asmongold, and maybe because he has certain opinions, and maybe because internal conflict within the organization. Probably she realized it was better to walk away, and I think you can just kind of see it. Yep, yeah, you can kind of see it. Is that a Comey cosplay? Oh yeah, it is. I don't know why I brought that up. Fans speculate emiru OTK branding removal could be due to organizational change. The sudden change came amid a climate at OTK prior stream with Will Noof on February 15th. According to OTK member, the group is trying to make change to make it better organized, saying that if he can't make it better, and maybe she probably see the writing in the wall. Maybe she also saw the writing without Asmongold, the organization can't survive, and probably also because of other stuff. Other stuff as well. And I think for her own reasoning, maybe she has similar opinion to Asmongold, or just opinion that are not aligned with his opinion, but like within that realm, within that circle. And maybe she realized that it's probably better for her to just separate now, right? Who has come under fire for. Okay, that's all. Asman himself has made no moves to change his content, saying in February broadcast, I want to let people know that nothing. I mean, props to him that he's like a lot of content creators do the thing where they stop doing a particular content because of controversy. In the case of like, ironically enough, Muduhara did that, but also ended up, you know, backtracking that like a couple weeks ago. So, as we know, yeah. So this is a repeat. And then, although he remained affiliated with the company, something follow similar with Shana, some said it was hurting the organization. I guess Admin for his part, Blue Alcon, whatever her name, comment in the unclear vote to keep restrictions have anything to do with controversy, nor if Ember was actually leaving the group anyway. No other member of OT has removed the group branding from their profile at the time of publication. It could just be Amaru is just what's it even? Oh yeah, this is when she just said because yeah, I guess this is when she says she's hurting OTK. I mean, she probably wants to be part of OTK, yeah, including because she is part of OTK. I guess we're not gonna read that because it will just be you know. And I already kind of covered this stuff already in a different video. Go check that out. But to me, it's like kind of it's not important to me what other people. Yeah. So we already covered. I should have read the article. So I didn't, like, cause I'm an idiot, or maybe I did. I don't remember. But either way, right? Either way with this, I do see that it's being a shift that's gonna happen with the organization. Like it reminded me, like with Machinima, right? How Machinima for whatever reason, through different people leaving or internal issues, Machinima more or less just broke down. And OTK is probably gonna go down the same route of Machinima, where big members are leaving, and because of that, they can't retain that group of people that support them because those group of people were supporting people like asmongold, people like emiru, and with that being said, right, this is probably the collapse, or at least the near collapse of OTK. And regardless of other people saying, "Oh, he's hurting OTK," who cares? Who gives a shit, girl? Grow the hell up. You're just a pick me girl who saw an opportunity to get popular on the internet. You're decent looking at best, right? Just like get over yourself, right? People only know you because you're friend with Imuru and Asmongold. That's it. I don't know why I went on that tangent, but I guess OTK is dead. With that being said, y'all, have a good one, be safe, and God bless. Till next time.